Exactly. People have incredibly strong opinions about sex while knowing
People seem to be having less sex. What happened?
very different. Sex isn't just physical. Your brain needs attention.
Certain forms of sexual behavior, one is choking, have become more common among young. Susan, let me start with something that sounds almost ridiculous. We're more connected than ever. Phones, dating apps, social media, video calls, everything, and yet people seem to be having less sex. What happened?
Honestly, I think we're connected to everyone except the person sitting next to us. It's true. Think about it. You can wake up, grab your phone, check 5 apps, answer messages, scroll through videos, look at other people's relationships, compare your life to strangers, and you've already spent an hour consuming stimulation before you've even had a real conversation.
Susan, tell me this. Is phone basically ending pleasure in life?
The question isn't, are phones killing sex? The better question is, are we allowing technology to take up the mental space that intimacy needs?
That's different from what I thought.
Very different. Sex isn't just physical. Your brain needs attention, curiosity, safety, anticipation. If you're constantly distracted, intimacy can start feeling like another task on your calendar.
And younger people seem to be especially affected.
Yes, sexual activity has declined noticeably among younger adults, and there are several reasons. One is digital distraction. Another is how dating itself has changed.
Dating apps?
Dating apps aren't automatically bad. They've helped people meet who never would have met otherwise. But hookup culture can create a strange paradox.
Which is?
More opportunities don't necessarily mean better experiences.
That's interesting.
Someone can have access to hundreds of potential partners and still have very little experience with actual intimacy or understanding what they enjoy.
So someone can have more partners but less sexual confidence?
Absolutely. There you are.
I think it's important to talk about consent, especially when it comes to more intense things, but it can be really uncomfortable to bring up. Certain forms of sexual behavior, one is choking, have become more common among younger people.
Exactly. Some people genuinely enjoy certain forms of rough play. That's a personal preference. But there's a major difference between something being common and something being universally desired.
That's a really important distinction. Okay, let's make this practical about 4 pillars of sexual health. Walk me through them.
Fuel, strength, environment, and confidence.
Let's talk about environment, stress, and sleep. How it helps.
Sleep helps for hormones. That's why set your sleep cycle. Stress is one of the biggest desire killers because your body doesn't always distinguish between I'm worried about my mortgage and I'm trying to relax with my partner.
The 4th pillar is confidence. What does sexual confidence actually mean?
It means understanding your own body, being able to communicate with your partner, and being comfortable saying, I like this, I don't like this, or can we try something different?
So confidence isn't performance.
Exactly. People have incredibly strong opinions about sex while knowing surprisingly little about anatomy.
Okay, let's talk about a topic that has sparked a lot of debate in sexual health. What does the research actually tell us about this?
An area on the front wall of the V that some people report as particularly sensitive. Structures including the urethral sponge and skein glands have been discussed in relation to that experience.
So it's not necessarily one magical button labeled G.
Another topic where people oversimplify. Research suggests the fluid can involve contributions from the bladder, as well as secretions associated with the skein glands bell. There are different findings and ongoing discussion about the exact mechanism.
So if someone watches a video online and thinks, That's exactly what everybody should do.
That's a terrible standard
Mm-hmm.
because bodies vary a lot.
Okay, Susan. And what do partners generally care about?
Communication, comfort, arousal, emotional connection, confidence, and whether their partner actually pays attention to them.
Let's say someone listening has been married or dating for years, but they don't talk about sex. How do they start?
Not in the middle of an argument and not 5 minutes before sex. Pick a calm, private moment. Make it collaborative rather than accusatory. Instead of saying, "You never want to have sex," say, "I'd love for us to feel more connected. Can we talk about what we both enjoy?"
That sounds much less threatening. What about fantasies?
Fantasies are extremely common. Having a fantasy doesn't necessarily mean you want to act on it.
All right, Susan. I think that enough for today. Any advice for the audience?
Don't lose connection with your partner. Human connection is the main thing.
Well said. See you next time with Crypto Episode. Until then, goodbye.